Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind with Murphys Thyrano for episode 34, the episode of this Let's Play I almost didn't believe I would be able to make. Because if you've been following my Discord or Twitter, then you know I've had some serious problems with this series, and in fact, I had to go and redo a whole 13 episodes of it off camera to get us back here. But I did, and we're here. Although Murph's gear is rather different. And I figure I should take this opportunity to explain that, among other things. You see, I've made a few changes to my mod list. And
your actions precede you,
most importantly, thing is that I have finally, through much trial and error, and actually diving into the wiki and guides and everything, finally managed to get Morrowind Rebirth working with this particular installation through liberal use of Rymash. So now I have Morrowind Rebirth installed, so things are a good deal different. I also have a number of other mods that I have gone and installed. And I'm not going to go into detail about which ones they are. I'll have a full list in the description below, obviously. And you'll be able to tell which ones weren't there before, because I will tag them with the word new to identify which are the new mods. For the most part, they're not actual gameplay changes or anything. In fact, I only have one gameplay change mod, which is called Graphic Herbalism. Basically makes it so that the plants that you loot for ingredients are no longer containers, but rather you just interact with them to get ingredients, like how it works. Like how harvesting stuff works in Oblivion and Skyrim, just because I kind of prefer it that way. Other than that, I have a whole bunch of cut content mods, but the ones that are going to be of most import are obviously Morrowind Rebirth, and in addition to that, I have a mod installed which has done a bunch of changes to the Morag Tong questline. Because the way the Morag Tong thing worked before was basically you could get quests from anybody, but they'd all be the same. And I could literally get all my quests from the Grandmaster, but the mod that I picked up that overhauled this changes it so all of the different guild hall people you can get different quests from. At least I believe that's how it works. I haven't actually gone too deep into it, but I know they've restored a bunch of cut content and things, both as quests that you can do, once you finally beat the Morag Tong questline, and as the ones that are in there. I believe it lengthens things a whole bunch. And all, among other things. But this is also going to make the Morag Tong faction, in terms of picking up quests and things, behave a lot more like the traditional factions. Like, you know, with the Thieves Guild, and I installed the patch that gave me a larger map and such so I can zoom in and out. Technically that's supposed to be used for Tamriel Rebuilt, which I don't have, but I just like being able to zoom in and out on the map. I think that's kind of cool. Trust me, if I could have added Tamriel Rebuilt to an ongoing playthrough of Morrowind, I would have done so. Alas, I cannot. But the way this changes things is now you have to go to all the different guild halls to pick up more Tong quests, which is going to force me to branch out and visit a lot more places rather than just recall back to the place where the Grand Master is after every quest. Because Grandmaster Inoplalu no longer gives writs, is what this does.
Greetings, Outlander.
He will only give special duties. Which, speaking of special duties, I forgot to talk to him about picking up one after the last episode, I've just realized. So I should do that. And there is then one or two other things I want to address, but we'll get to that then. Anyways, yes, I want a special duty. Many years ago, Black Hands Mafala made a deal with Sanguine for 27 tokens she could give to her devoted followers. The Dark Brotherhood stole these tokens from us, but Mafala has arranged for them to return to Vardenfell one by one. I want you to bring me one of these tokens, the Belt of Sanguine Fleetness. Okay, where is it then? Over the years, the threats of the web spinner have found their ways to the hands of our enemies. By Mafala's subtle manipulations, all these threats shall return to us. Brodus has this belt. She is a Nord, a sorceress, and a member of the Dark Brotherhood. Find her in Pelagiad at the Half-Me and return the belt to me. Our journal has been updated. Okay. Nothing more to be said on that.
So good to see you.
Now, though, we need to get out of here. We have other things to take care of.
May
You
you
have
find
something to
all
say,
that you
Outlander?
seek.
But before we leave, there's a few things I want to mention. First of all, you may notice we are level 14. Before, when you were last seeing me in episode 33, I was level 13. Basically, I did some more random tomb delving off camera. Because, you know me, I find an ancestral tomb, I have to poke my nose in. And that resulted in me leveling up. And as a result of the fact my skills are not the same, I will go through them one by one so you can see what is where. So, we have Short Blade 83, Light Armor 48, Security 46, Conjuration 45, Illusion 36, Destruction 25, Alteration 47, Alchemy 25, Restoration 30, Enchantment 25, and our miscellaneous skills are basically all the same. We need to go over that. However, we do have some different spells than what we had before. The expanded list of powers is due to one of my mods. I forget the name, but basically, I added this one mod that changes up how your birth sign works, so that birth sign is something that will hopefully be important long term. We have our ancestral ghost for being a Dunmer, obviously. And a couple of other powers, by virtue of us having chosen the Shadow as our sign. As for our spells, I'm just going to sort of scroll through that list and mention any of them that are different. We have Third Barrier now, as opposed to just First and Second, which I think was before. Bound Boots and Bound Gauntlets. With this, basically, I'm working up to something because I would like to enchant an item at some point to be able to create a suit of bound armor on command. one of everything except for boots. And I think I got to know all the spells for that to work out. We picked up Burden. That struck me as a good idea for the strategic option of being able to hold my enemy in place by making them really heavy. I'm not sure entirely which of these spells I knew, but we have Elemental Burst for some elemental damage. Feet of Torgo to fortify our speed in case I feel like moving a little faster briefly. Great Fireball, Frenzy Humanoid. So, if you've ever played Skyrim, that's basically like the Fury spell, is what that is. Great Frostball, we also picked up. I don't know if we had that Chameleon spell before or not, honestly. Jump. Honestly, I think I just was kind of obsessed with the idea of being able to go boing, 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 and just hop around like it was on springs or something. I think the idea just amused me, is why I got that. Paralysis, Poison, Poison's Touch, Luck, Regenerate. Again, is one that I picked up for the purpose of being able... How should I put this? Basically, I have that because I have some plans to eventually enchant an amulet to be able to regenerate health on the fly continuously once I get good enough and have enough money. A bunch of restore health and restore fatigue potions. Great Sanctuary, strong shield, shock ball, silence, spell drinker. I have summoned Frost Atronach now. Which I just saw that and thought it looked cool. And I'm trying to get more into the habit of using my summoning spells and shields and stuff. And actually using magic more, rather than just relying on stabbing people. It's about 50-50 on whether or not I actually do it. And I forgot a couple of spells. So, we have another burden spell. I don't know if we had that before. And there's Weapon Eater and Armor Eater, so I can do damage to my enemy's equipment. And now onto the inventory, because obviously, by virtue of the fact that I had to do a bunch of stuff over again, I didn't do exactly everything again, so our gear is a little bit different. I had a glass dagger of frost damage before. In this case, the glass dagger I managed to get my hands on is just a plain old glass dagger, no fancy damage or anything. We still have our Demon Tanto and glass Jink Blade. And that same bits of glass armor that we had before. We're missing some of our magical items. I still do have the Mage Ring and the Life Ring, though. And the Summon Flame Atronach Amulet. We got off our last guy that we murdered for the Morag Tong. And the Vampiric Ring and the Ring of Khajiit. Obviously. A lot of this is the same, but a couple of the belts we had before we do not have. And a few of the swords that we had, we didn't have before, because I actually made a pit stop into this one Dwemer ruin that we ran across in one of the places we visited, and that's where that came from. Other than that, it's just filler stuff, like the number of potions we've got. And I have a good deal more lockpicks and probes now, just because I started gearing up on those because I'm using them a lot more than I realized, and wanted to have more. And these scrolls are definitely from one of my mods, but I honest to God couldn't tell you which one. We have a lot of writs of execution here, and if you're wondering why, basically I picked up a bunch of the writs from the various different halls off camera. Just when I was messing around to see if my mod order was working okay. And the final thing worth mentioning is the fact that we had a magical robe boost certain stats. I don't remember the details right now because it's been so long, but we had that in the last episode. That's one of the things that I was not able to recover again. I suspect the fact that I managed to add in Morrowind Rebirth has changed up some stuff. And that may be one of them, because that robe was just straight up not there on the guy who had it before when I killed him. Instead, we have a robe that looks similar, though not the same, but it's not magical. It just looks nice. It's an extravagant robe here. It does look quite pretty, though, I will give it that. And finally, to go up to our level, if we wanted to, we could level up again, but I'm trying to wait until I gain a few more points in willpower and intelligence, because I'm focusing pretty heavily on boosting our willpower and intelligence to get better at casting spells lately. In addition to that, we have a bunch of points in speed that will be going in there. But for now, we can go over to our quest log, because we have those bunch of Morag Tong ones we picked up. And we've got some stuff to do for the Thieves Guild. Which the Thieves Guild stuff is going to take us to Caldera, Alderun, and Sadrith Mora. Other than that, these Morag writs we picked up, there are 2 of them that are here in Vivek. We'll be doing those next. This one right here is at a Dunmer stronghold near Balmora. The first one here is in the Plalu Ancestral Vaults. And there's another in the Telvanni Plaza. And we've got a pair of folks over in on the Dren Plantation, so I'll be going after them. But Plalu and Telvanni next. But before we go anywhere, let's put away the torch. Because that's the other thing that I went and installed, actually, a lighting mod. Which, if I remember the details right, just makes it so that all the lighting actually has light sources. I just thought it seemed like a good idea, but before we go anywhere, Yeah, view distance is good. I have to keep checking that because, as I've explained in the past, bloody rats. The rat population is expanding. As I was saying, I have to keep checking the view distance because whenever I exit the game and re-enter it, it doesn't save my view distance, so I have to remember to reset it. This is an especially big problem in Balmora, because Balmora has basically the worst performance in my entire games. So that's an issue that we're going to run into if we ever make our way to Balmora. The fact that the performance there is utter shit. But in Vivek and a lot of, basically everywhere in the game that it's not called Balmora, I find that things are completely fine, but going to Balmora, not so much. And the Flalu Canton is over this way, just past the red around one. That. Yeah, that's another thing that I finally got around to doing, is setting up my quick keys so that I actually can switch between items in a much better fashion, basically. I can do that now, and take care of these couple of assassinations here, but seeing as we didn't get them from him, I very much doubt we're going to be able to actually turn these into Enoflalu. In fact, I'm not even going to try. Okay. Now we go to Canal works. I'll save the game again. Yeah, you guys may have noticed I tend to save my game a lot because I am a little bit paranoid that I'm going to die and lose a ton of progress. Which, while I've never lost a ton, I have died and lost progress before, so those fears are not unfounded. Ancestral vault before, actually. Goodbye, rats. Goodbye, rats. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've robbed this ancestral vault at one point. Way back when we first arrived in Vivek.
Die, Fetcher!
I failed at casting my shield spell.
Great.
Okay. We are almost dead. Let's get ourselves a potion. Restore magicka. Restore health. Let's do the trick. And there we go. Yeah, that guy is going to be trouble. I can already tell. Let's try this again. But at least we know where he is now. So, first things first. I'm going to equip this Dwemer Flame Blade. Probably this thing will have a bit more oomph to it than this dagger. That's the hope, anyways. Cast a shield spell. And go the wrong way. Come on. Your ass can die. Come on. Just die already. Exclusive for and we're dead again. That guy getting back up is definitely not to my favor. Okay. Back into the fray. Back into the fray. I'm going to try going this way now. Yeah. Well, that is, but I'm good to go after I wait for my stamina to completely regenerate itself. Also, there's something else that we can use. This annual Ignis here. Summon a flame atronach for 60 seconds. We can use it multiple times and just stand back and let the atronach do the fighting if absolutely necessary. And I think we may try that, actually. I think we may. Also, if I can find it down here. Yeah. Still a Magica. That slow it up a bit. Math and Venice. somewhere aft. That would be you then. I did not mean to do that. I didn't realize it was sneaking, and then accidentally tried to pickpocket him. Spoiler alert, I'm not very good at picking pockets. Not in the slightest. Let's try again. Yes. Let us try again. The more Tong is weak, I shall defeat you. Have some help. Come on. Consumables. Managed to kill him, but then we got killed. Fucking hell. I'm gonna try something else, actually. First, we obviously need a shield spell. And we'll go from there. Sanctuary. We will frenzy his ass. Okay. Be successful as I presume, but we're doing better. He's dead. Now, his sheet. I've been over-encumbered. Brain fatigue and brain atrophy from migraines, chest wounds. Let's see here. Present, please. we're dead again. Meaning I need to do that fight all over again. Should probably have just run away, but I wanted his stuff. And I still want his stuff. Go. Shield. Protective spirit. Third barrier. Frenzy him. Summon. Well, my journal has been updated now. Shit. Didn't act fast enough. I needed to Ring of Khajiit them. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. My strategy's working. I just need to actually run away afterwards. Rather than sticking around and trying to take them all on. We kill one, our target, and then we run away like a little bitch. I think that's the way to do this, yeah. Just target our target rather than target everyone. Cast our shield spells. Invoke protective spirit. Potions of Magicka. Frenzy him.
Great.
And now. Activate me. Okay. Didn't have much value on it. Ring Khajiit. And out into the canal works. Whoa! We barely survived that one. That was close. It really was. pop on the light ring. And let's start healing up. Okay, so Bemis is down. Next, Mavon Drennan over in the Telvanni Tower. Next on our list.
Speak, traveler.
Probably going to be just as much of a headache to deal with, quite honestly. We'll see, though. I managed to get through that one just by the skin of my teeth. Quite a ways to go to get to the Telvanni compound, though, so start walking. Alright. Good man, that was a tough one. I can't deny I enjoyed it. That was the first fight I've had in a long time where I've had to actually strategize how to win it rather than just charge at my enemy with my dagger and stab them a lot, being the go-to strategy. And I'm kind of glad about that. Glad that it was challenging enough so that I had to actually strategize a bit. I do appreciate the necessity to strategize. And also, I forgot to mention this back when I was doing my little roundup of the changes and stuff at the start of this episode, but while I'm not using Tamriel Rebuilt, like I said, that would almost certainly break this installation if I tried to put in Tamriel Rebuilt. But I do have the music module for that, because Tamriel Rebuilt has some optional files that add in a bunch of extra music, and I have that extra music installed, even if I don't have Tamriel Rebuilt itself. So you're going to be hearing some extra songs, probably, at some point during this playthrough, both from that and from Morrowind Rebirth. I also have Rebirth's extra music in. Telvanni Plaza, and our typical error message about the crystal ball. At this point, that doesn't bother me. I know there's an error concerning the crystal ball around here, but I've never actually found the damn thing, so it doesn't bother me none. Let's see. Maven Drennan is stick with the Dwemer Flame Blade for now, I think. Speaking of Flame Blade, let's get her out. Get ourselves into position to start casting defensive spells. If this should turn ugly.
Is it necessary that you speak with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm just here to kill one of the people who you're probably employed by. Nothing personal, so if you don't attack me, I won't attack you. Not that we're actually telling them that, mind you.
I haven't much time, so be quick about this.
Body retainer. Retainer. It's not you, but maybe you can tell. Maven, you're from the Morag Tong, aren't you? Maven Drennan is upstairs, but he's been expecting you. Don't tell him I warned you. He knows we're coming, does he? And he's Telvanni. Great. A prepared wizard. That's my least favorite kind. It's the prepared kind.
You will suffer. You
Overcumbered. Hell? Yeah. This is not going to go well. Okay. This is going to be problematic. Let's hope that I can manage to pull it off without having to make too many attempts. Sanctuary. And Moon Shadow. So that I go into this invisible and can get at least one free hit, hopefully. Hi. What the fuck? I'm invisible. I was supposed to be invisible. Well, yeah, I am invisible. It just took them a second to realize that, I guess. saving in the middle of that is probably stupid. I don't care. Give me your fucking dagger. Give me your dagger. You die? I'll also take your dagger, Divine Lightning.
You will die.
Come on, bastard. Die. Make some potions, but not in time. Unfortunately, we're a bit through that, so I won't be redoing the whole fight. Okay. Hearth heal to get us up to a bit in health. And take a potion of magicka. Take that.
And I will end your pain.
Okay, maybe trying to take on the two of them at once was not my best idea. Let's try this again. In any case, I have this amulet of Ignis. I can summon a flame ash now. That should help. Have fun, my friend, have fun. Unfortunately, we've got a bystander here. But down he goes. Down he goes. Now I can actually take your stuff, though. Hellfire Staff. Sounds fancy. I'll take it. Your spoiled potion is, well, spoiled, but it'd be good to sell. Same with the Fortified Endurance. I'll never use the damn thing, but it'd be good to sell. Plus, his robe looks nice and fancy. I want that. Apparently none dared to report my actions, even though it was obviously in broad daylight the man was killed. So, maybe the Telvanni will not be so upset with my actions towards them if I do end up trying to join their house. Maybe I won't have to explain why I murdered one of their number after all. That was my main worry, actually. Okay, that's 2 of our assassinations for the Morag down. I'm gonna do the sensible thing and turn them into the master who gave them to me, rather than try and turn them into Inoflalu, because he didn't give me these quests. It doesn't make sense to be able to turn them into him. Chances are I probably wouldn't be able to in the first place. Let's see. What next? We've got one that's literally out in the ass end of nowhere, and stronghold near Balmore and Plot. And there's the Drin plantation near Pelagia, which I'm inclined to do that one next, because we do have some other work to do in Pelagia, because if you remember, Inoflalu asked us to retrieve that artifact for him from the halfway tavern, or whatever it was called, in Pelagia. We also need to visit Caldera and Aldaroon and Satrith Mora for some Thieves Guild business. And Pelagia is pertinent on our list. So,
I could kill that world. Those boots are ruined.
So, what I'm going to do is we're going to head back to the foreign quarter. It's the Mages Guild. And I will have them teleport me the Mages Guild teleport me to Balmora, then take the Silt Strider to Satanin, and from Satanin I will walk to Pelagia. So it's a multi-leg trip, but that feels like the wisest course, quite honestly. So, welcome to Caldera. Actually, I changed my mind and decided I would do the stuff in Caldera and Aldaroon and such for the Thieves Guild first. So, we've come here. And just to remind you what those quests actually are, we're here in Caldera to steal some books that will be donating in Aldaroon, and then we have to go to Satrith Mora to speak with Frundi to stop badgering the Thieves Guild. If I remember right, Frundi is with the Fighters Guild. I believe that's the case. But anyways, time for us to take some people's stuff Anyways, time for a bit of thievery shenanigans. It'll certainly make for a nice change after the stabbing people shenanigans that ended in us almost getting killed on multiple occasions. Because stabbing people we like. Almost getting killed, not so much.